Good morning, it's Thursday and we're having a hair day. There we go. Welcome to the marathon. My name's Mare. Thanks for hanging out today. I'd love it if you subscribed to my channel. There's a link down below. Join the Marathoner family where we believe babes supporting babes. I flipping love this sweatshirt. It's from Brunette the Label. Love it so much. I'm just wearing some Levi's. I'm gonna wear my Matt Nat boots. If you missed that haul, this is what they look like. They're just like little wellies. They're so comfortable. Love them so much. And the other ones that I bought I haven't worn yet, but I'm emceeing a concert tomorrow night, so I'm gonna wear them then. Say good morning to the love of my life. Hi, Thomas. Oh, no cameras, Mom. We had a good night. We've been having good sleeps. And we have graduated now. I leave his door open and he's allowed to leave his room when he wakes up in the morning, and that's been going really well. So yeah, we're about to head out, and we're in that time of year now where I often forget this, but we need to leave a little bit early so I can scrape the car and let it warm up. Hashtag Canada. Hasn't snowed yet though. Usually we have snow by the end of November, and today's the 22nd, so we're getting there. Gonna drop Toodles off at school, and then I'm going straight to the radio station this morning. Come hang out. It'll be fun today. Okay, we're here at the radio station and I have the juniper latte. This is one that I've been talking about in the last few videos, wanting to try it, super intrigued, but also kind of like, Some of you said it tasted like pine sol being sprayed in your face, and then some of you said you freaking love it. And I think the tip for the pushover for me was, I think it was Jen in yesterday's video commented that she also likes savory, and so do I. So cheers, friends. They didn't have the reusable Christmas ones, so I just used the one I have in my car. Maybe I got a really weak one, but I barely taste anything. It's a little bit. It's good though. I like it. I got it with coconut milk. Maybe that changes it. I like it. It doesn't have a ton of flavor. It's good. It's good. What are your go-to Starbucks drinks? I would like to know. Especially if you have any like super low calorie Starbucks drinks options besides just an Americano with nothing in it. Let me know. Okay, here we go. Gonna talk, say the things. All right, we're home and it's only 3:30. I wanted to talk to you about something that's been on my mind for a while. In fact, it's been something that I thought I would talk about weeks ago, and then I got sick. This is something that I've talked to a few friends about, and it's something that I've noticed once I became aware of it, it's really helped me mentally, and I thought I would just share it with you. And it's the concept of catastrophizing. If you've never heard it, I thought I would just look up the definition and read it directly to you. Catastrophizing, from Psychology Today. Oh, this hair. Catastrophizing is an irrational thought a lot of us have in believing that something is far worse than it actually is. Catastrophizing can generally take two different forms: making a catastrophe out of a current situation, or imagining making a catastrophe out of a future situation. And I wanted to mention this because it's something that I think most people do, and I have seen it basically manifest a catastrophe when that was super unnecessary. So, for example, Thomas and I are going away for Christmas and we're flying, and I have not been away for Christmas in forever. I've never flown anywhere, and I could catastrophize in like, what if the weather's bad? What if our flights get canceled? What if I can't go? Like, what if this happens, this happens, this happens? And then you just like snowball it into this catastrophe. But really, that's not serving any purpose. Like, if I were from now until Christmas to be upset and worried about the weather, that is solving nothing. It's just taking the joy out of getting excited about it. And like, whether I've spent the next 5 weeks worried or not is not gonna affect the weather. Like, either or, it doesn't matter. I have no say in what actually happens, but it's gonna ruin my next month of my life. So if you can try and catch yourself when you are making a situation way worse than it needs to be currently, or you're already projecting that something's going to be a catastrophe, I promise you it will help your quality of life immensely if you can check yourself. And I think it's a few ways to avoid, like if you're listening to me talk about this and you can see yourself in this, it could also be like whether you know, overthink a friendship or something that's happening at work or your health or anything. Your mindset gives you so much power over a situation. And you may hear me say that and be like, yeah, right. I am living proof of this. After Jeremy died, or after Thomas had his autism diagnosis, or after he was diagnosed as being as deaf, whatever, I had a conscious choice of how I was going to react to it. I could have spent the last year in bed. I could have folded my business, not gone back on the radio, stopped vlogging. I could have withdrawn from society. And because it's such an unimaginably terrible situation to have your husband take his life, I don't even know how many people would have like judged me on that. But I can tell you, and I have said this to so many of you who DM me, every single day it is a conscious choice that I am making to have a good day, or to be productive, or to up level or propel myself forward. And it's all about mindset. I know I talk a lot about meditating, but it's like a lot of it stems in that for me. And I find when I get quiet in the morning, that's when I can often talk myself down from a catastrophizing situation. Even if it's like, you know, yesterday or the day before when I was vlogging and I said like I had rescheduled an appointment because I was already so busy. Just simple things like that. That decision came to me while I was meditating. And I really want to drive home this principle to you, that you have so much power in your mindset. And I can hear you right now saying like, no, I don't, like I'm stuck in X, Y, or Z. You're not. And I'm here to tell you that you're not. And I am living proof that you are not. Yeah, I have really hard days. Yeah, things are difficult. It's hard to raise a son with special needs. It's hard to be a widow. Like, I'm not saying that because I have a positive mindset or a determined mindset, or just I'm aware of things, that it's all sunshine and roses. And you see that. But it's catching yourself when you're catastrophizing to be like, okay, stop. Like, I find a lot of catastrophizing stems from assuming and assuming the worst, when most of the time we have no idea. We're just assuming that that person's mad at us, or we're assuming that the weather is gonna suck, or we're assuming that we're about to get fired, or that our husband's cheating, or that our son or daughter isn't doing well, or that that person hates us, or like we're the victim. That's all in here. And if you can catch yourself stopping assuming, I will tell you right now, it makes a world of difference. For me, it's one reason why I love the 4 agreements. And the 4 agreements are the lock screen on my phone. If you don't follow me on social media, another thing I did right before I got sick is I got 2 new tattoos. So this one Why is this so hard to show you? See this IV, so that's 4, and that's for the 4 agreements. And the 4 agreements are: be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. And the don't take anything personally and don't make assumptions, those two I find are perfect in avoiding catastrophizing, because you know, if you haven't heard from someone, you could automatically think that like something bad has happened or they're mad at you, when really they could just be busy, or they could just be having a bad day and they don't want to talk, or could have nothing to do with you. So I would really be interested in starting a conversation below or in the Mareathon or Facebook group about this, because I think it's something that can have real dire effects to your mental health, which also affects your physical health, your relationships, every aspect of your life. If you're catastrophizing and you're always expecting the worst, or you're making a situation a million times worse than it actually is just by allowing your thoughts to spiral, or I say it like circling the drain, like that's what I like. You need to sort of like catch yourself and bring yourself out of it. So I'd be really interested to know if you could give me an example of when you did this or how you do this, and then also how this is helping you and how maybe you're gonna stop doing it. Like catastrophizing, another example would be me going into an incredibly bleak hole about Thomas's future. And if I allowed myself to do that, these past 7 years would have been totally unlivable and unmanageable, but I refuse to. I choose to have a positive mindset and a determined mindset, and like realistic as well, but I don't see the purpose in making things worse. I see the purpose in making things better. And that's how I live my life, and that's why I show you my life in these videos, and I hope that they're helpful to you. So yeah, comment below, let's chat about it. I'd be really interested to know if you would share a situation where you've done this. I could give you like 10 more examples off the top of my head of when I've done it, because we all do it, right? But then catching myself and being like, don't take anything personally, I actually don't know that this has anything to do with me, or like, there's literally nothing I can do about the weather for Christmas. So all I can do is I've booked the flights, and we'll go, and we'll see what happens. You know, like, there's literally nothing I can do. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end the video here, because that's already 10 minutes of me talking, and I've already chatted with you today. It's been a good day. And I'm really excited to hear your thoughts on this concept. I've had a note to do a catastrophizing video for like a month, so let's talk about it. Join the conversation down below or in the Mareathon or Facebook group. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And in this marathon, you truly do have the power to shift your mind and shift your life. And I'm honored that you're watching me do that, and that you're a big part of that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.